Hello and welcome to this TenderPOS tutorial on how to utilize the product import template in order to load products into the back office. In the TenderPOS back office, we have multiple options to add new products. Today, we're going to cover utilizing an Excel spreadsheet to upload data en masse. In order to do so, we're going to go ahead and log into our back office. Once we have logged into our back office, we're going to head over to POS configuration, product, and then import product. Now, before we begin, we want to download the template, as the template will break down what we need to put the data into which fields. So we'll download the product sample, and we'll go ahead and open it up. And here you'll see that I have some examples of where the data needs to be. Now, when we utilize the product import template, it is very important that we fill out all of the relevant information. In this particular tutorial, we're going to cover what each of these mean and whether or not you need to enter in the data in that field. So as an example, let's go and have a look at how we would bring in a product such as Foster's. Now, we're going to begin with our product group category on the left-hand side. The group category is going to be the largest or the biggest field that everything will belong to. So if we think about departments and where all of our items are going to look at in terms of product searching, we're going to follow the product group category as the highest order. In this case here, it's simply drinks and food. Now, it is also important to remember that if you are not going to be utilizing custom key maps, the drinks and food tabs will be the top tabs that show at the top of your screen. Now, what do I mean by show at the top of your screen? If we have a look at my till setup, these are group categories. Everything that we see at the very top of the screen is a group category. This is different from custom key maps. Custom key maps are maps that you build yourself, as opposed to let the system determine what we see on the screen. Next is the product group. Again, this is the second highest order to which the products would belong. So, for example, we can see that Foster's belongs to beer, Paul Merlot belongs to wine, Jack Daniel's belongs to spirits. Now, if you're only going to be importing, say, for example, a wine list, we would maybe just want to import our group category as drinks and then our product group as wine. If we go have a look in the back office and we have a look at our group category, these are the categories that would be imported. So I already have a drinks there. So when I perform this product import template, it will pop anything that I popped under the group category in this string. The same goes for my product group. If I were to import more wine, it would be shown underneath my wine. As you can see, I don't have a wine in here, so that's going to import as wine. If we head back to our product import template, let's have a look at how we would want to ensure that we bring these products in correctly. Now, you'll see a product name. This will be the name of the product itself. So, for example, you might have multiple products under your beer group. Maybe you want to differentiate between that. So rather than just beer, we might want to call this draft beer, because later on you might want to add a bottle beer. Next, we have the first price. This is not the selling price. This is the cost price of the product should you wish to import it in the product import template. Next, we have the unit and our base size. For the product that we are importing, Foster's, we buy this in a 50,000 milliliter barrel, and that's why I've set my base size to such. For example, my spirits come in a 700 ml bottle, whereas my food comes in single quantities. Next, we have the department that belongs to. This is the reporting category at its highest level that this product will report to. So, for example, all of my Foster's, my wines, my Jack Daniel's will report to beverage, and my food to food. Next is a bar printer, or 3 printers that you would like to import. So, for example, if I'm printing my draft beer to a bar printer, I would have the option at this stage to copy and paste this into my import template. I can have up to 3 printers. What this will do is when that brings my product in, it will automatically flag the relevant printer. So in this case here, my beer and burger is set to dispenser 1, I could change it to bar dispense, and on my list here I would name it bar dispense. Then we begin with the sizing of the products. These are the individual selling sizes that you will be using when importing the product import template. So for example, Foster's will come in as a pint, 568 milliliters, with a price of £5.40. If you're not using barcodes, you do not need barcodes. If you are utilizing barcodes, you can add them in here. Next we have the half pint of Foster's, 284 milliliters, coming in at £3. The same goes for the wine. If we have a look at my wine here, we'll see that I have a small glass of 175 milliliters at $6.95, large at $2.50, and one bottle at one quantity. One quantity would be one 750 ml bottle. So let's have a look at an example that we could go and add for ourselves. Let's add drinks. We'll add a bottled beer, and we'll add a Peroni. As my Peroni is a single bottle that I'm selling, we do not need to have it as a quantity. And I want this particular item to go towards beverage. So I'm just going to copy and paste that in there. I do want it to go to my bar printer. And it needs to have no selling size because it's a bottled beer. And it's going to have a single quantity. And we're going to sell that for £4.50. Now, once we have our product import template ready to go, we'll save that. We'll pop into our back office, POS configuration, product, import template. Now we're going to go and choose the file that we've been working on. In my case, yes, the product sample, and then I'm going to go ahead and submit that. Record is now imported successfully. So if I go have a look, for example, my chicken, we'll see there's my asada chicken that I've imported into my mains group, into food with a single quantity, just over here. Now, let's say, for example, you wanted to add in multiple items of a wine, for example. I know that each of my wines are going to have a particular layout. They're all going to be small, large, and bottle. And the easiest way to do so would be based off of your own skills within Excel. We can simply go and paste the line over and over and over again, at which point we would just change the names of our particular wines. We'll have all of our changes in the list here. And then I can go ahead and update my pricing accordingly. So with regards to the product import template, it can be utilized to bring products into the back office en masse. If you have any further questions about utilizing the product import template, please do reach out to our support team. Thank you very much.